Hi everybody and welcome back to card number 3 in this month's card class. I forgot where I was then. This is the third card in the June Hues of Happiness suite card class that I've designed for you all. I hope you're enjoying the card designs so far. I'll just put that leaf back. Hope you're enjoying the card designs so far. I've really enjoyed making them for you. These papers are really easy to work with. So for card number 3, we are going to make a tent fold card that looks, if I can get it open, like this. So there's quite a bit of detail on this card, but I've gone with a technique that I wouldn't often use, and that's to keep the large amount of the card base showing on the front of the card. I will cover the whole thing, so I was quite nice at going a little bit out of my comfort zone with this card. There's quite a bit of fussy cutting to it. As I mentioned in video number 1 though, the dies, the blossoming happiness dies that coordinate with this suite, will cut out those flowers and those leaves. So if you're not a fan of fussy cutting, you can use those dies to do that job for you. So moving on to our card, you are going to need your card base that's cut from Pool Party cardstock. Give that a nice crease on the front. And then we're going to start by adding our die cut piece that has this lovely ring binder sort of effect down the side. Now you'll notice in my original card, I've not popped out all of those holes down the side, so I'm going to leave that the same. I am going to turn over this little corner here, and I'm just going to give that a really good sort of scrunch like so, and I'm going to add that to my card so that it is diagonal, it's not straight, and stick that down. Okay. Before I do anything else, you'll notice ever so slightly, you probably can't see this too well, there's a little bit of speckle on that card, which I'm going to do with a dark Starry Sky blend, and I just want to give it a little bit of texture, like so. It's a lovely simple technique that you can use for breaking up your white space. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do my greeting. So I have cut this lovely piece of Highland Heather card from the Stylish Shapes dies, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment that says "You are wonderful in every way." It does come from the Happiness Abounds stamp set, and it's a lovely greeting. So let's bring in our Versamark. And I'm stamping that in the centre of that square so that it's as straight as I can possibly get it. Okay. I really love the Highland Heather and Pool Party colours used together. Big fan of that colour combination. I'm going to use our lovely little paintbrush from our new embossing tool set to get rid of that excess white, and then we can set that with our heat tool. Try not to burn my fingers. These are the new tweezers that are part of this embossing toolkit that's in the new mini catalogue. It's available from the 1st of July, and it's pretty fab. Okay, so we have our sentiment. So you'd think the best thing to do with this is to put your flowers on first, but actually I'm doing it this way because I want to make sure that I can sort of slot those flowers in and it's not going to encroach too much on this lovely sentiment. Now that would make a lovely card on its own, I think, but we definitely need some flowers. So I've gone ahead and I've cut a lot of flowers. Now on your DSP, you'll notice you've got some flowers that are on the edge. So this is a way of making sure they don't go to waste and getting the most out of that beautiful designer series paper. So I have one here that's in the corner. So I'm going to start with that one at the top. And then it's just a matter of layering your flowers on until you are happy with where they sit. Okay, I'm going to try and do this in a way that I'm not too fussy about. Yeah, let's put that on there. Like I said earlier, there's no right or wrong. It's just about adding those flowers on where you are happy. If you have ones that you want to use that aren't on the edge, you just simply cut off the excess. So I think I want let's go for a yellow one down here. You can also slot your flowers behind as well. So just be careful with where you put your glue. Don't put too much glue on, and then you'll be able to slot your flowers kind of in and around. And then up here, let's go for, we've got a bit of a purple one there. Now, I said I wouldn't be too fussy, didn't I? That's obviously not the case. So I've not used the same colours that I've used on my sample card. I am just slotting them in. So I think I need one more leaf that I'll slot in up there, but I won't fussy cut that with you guys watching. You can see I've got a few overhanging there. So I'm going to grab my scissors and just snip that along. Okay, I've got a little bow to add that's tied with linen thread. You'll find your linen thread in your die cut and extras pack. And the best thing to add this to your card with, I'm just going to tie that a bit more because I've got quite a long tail there. That's good. I'm going to tie my bow and I'm going to stick that on with a glue dot. Glue dots are brilliant for adding things like this to your cards. So you can see the little glue dot is just there. I'm going to push my ribbon onto that and then I'm free to add my bow to my card. So that is our card front. We have a little bit of work to do inside our card. So you have another piece of basic white. This time we're going to add the piece of basic white first. And then we can add our flowers. So I've got a purple flower here. And then I have this lovely pink flower. Snip that excess off. And then I just have my sentiment to add. I'm going for a happy birthday sentiment. and that's being stamped with Highland Heather. You can stamp it with any colour you fancy. Really like that font. It's very, very pretty. And there we have it. That is card number 3, all finished. As you can see, I've used different flowers, but you get the same effect, and I think they look really, really pretty and delicate. I'll just add another leaf there to finish that card, and then I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the card, and I will see you over on the next video. Bye for now, everyone.